What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Tacho here, and we're back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Now, unfortunately, your boy has been having a pretty rough day today. So, I was trying to get this video done a lot earlier, but unfortunately, like, absolutely everything that could have gone wrong today went wrong. So, I mean, it is what it is, but we are going to do the summons now, and this is a pretty decent banner if you're looking to pick up fodder skills in particular, because we have Julian on the banner, and he's got close foil and lull attack and speed, and both of the Krises have the new SPURN skill, which is really awesome. So hopefully I can go ahead and pick up some copies of those things, and we're also going to go for the 40 summon counts, of course. I've farmed up the forging bonds, and I have all the tickets ready. So let's just go in, and hopefully we walk out of here with some good stuff. Alright, we're going to be, of course, hitting full circles, so I get the full discounts, and it doesn't take as many orbs for me to get to those 40 summons. Okay, free summon of the day, we are going to be walking out with a 4-star Kaze. Pretty solid summon, of course. This guy has attack smoke for fodder. So, really nice stuff there. Let me know in the comments section down below, guys, what your free summon on this banner was. Alright, but anyways, I guess we can talk about how my day went today. I'm pretty sure you guys may be a little curious after that introduction. So I woke up this morning and I was like, alright, basically what I'm going to do today is I'm going to have my breakfast and then I'm going to quickly knock out my summoning video and then get all my chores and all my stuff done, and then I'm going to come home and I'm just going to sit back, relax, maybe play a little bit of Monster Hunter. Okay, so I go to heat up my breakfast in the microwave and all of a sudden, there is a power surge, so the power goes out in the entire house, basically, like, shutting down everything. I guess the breaker flipped or whatever. So I go into the basement to check on the breaker, and I flip the breaker, I flip the switch on and off, nothing happens. So at this point, I'm getting a little bit concerned, of course, because, oh, okay, hi, Corin. Oh, that's a pretty good summon, man. Fallen Corin. Let's take a look at his IVs. Oh, we got plus attack, too. That's a super boon for him. Very strong summon there. This guy has attack and speed solo 4 and null follow-up. So, pretty solid summon for fodder. I'm just going to lock him up. I may just use him as a unit. Alright, but I flipped the breakers, and I'm hoping just desperately that the power is going to come back on, and it doesn't. So, at this point, I realize something's not right. So I go ahead and I call the electrician, and the guy says, alright, I'm going to be there in like 30 minutes, so I wait. He shows up, I show him to the breaker, and I'm no electrician myself, right? So I can't really speak in terms of like all the stuff he was telling me. He's telling me like what's wrong and what he thinks the problem is, and I mean, it's all just French to me, because what do I know about electricity? But from what I could gather, he was telling me that the circuit is a 15 amp, and there was too much power being used, so he has to change the breaker to a 20 amp. Okay, really good summon there. While I'm telling my little story about what happened, we summoned a plus defense sword Kris. Alright, that's really nice. Let's go ahead and lock him up. Alright, so we have our copy right now of SPURN 3 and Joint Drive Attack fodder. This guy is the man when it comes to skill inherits. Wow, that's a pretty badass circle there. We got the Fallen Corin M, and then we got the male Kris. Okay, so the guy tells me that he has to change the amp from a 15 amp to a 20 amp. So he's like, alright, I'm going to go to Home Depot, and I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to come right back. So he goes to Home Depot, and like 30 minutes later, he calls me on the phone and says, oh, well, Home Depot doesn't have it, so I have to go somewhere else. So he's like, I have a supplier, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to be able to buy this amp. So I'm like, alright, whatever you need to do, just get it done, because I mean, if I don't have any power in the house, there's no way I can use my computer, and I'm not going to be able to record any videos today. So he goes ahead and he goes to his supplier, and he goes to get the amp, and then he calls me back like another 20 minutes later, and he tells me, alright, bad news, my supplier is also out of stock of the amp we need. So, like, at this point, I'm just sitting at home like, okay, so what are we going to do now? Because I need to get the power on today. So he's like, okay, last thing that I can possibly do, I can drive all the way to Brooklyn, and I have another supplier out there. If they have it, I can get it from there. So, of course, it's going to take him a lot longer to go all the way to Brooklyn because he has to go all the way to, like, Kings County. It's pretty far to get there from where I live. So he went there, and finally he finds the amp, but it took him, like, I don't know, like an hour and 20 minutes to get to where he had to go. Alright, it didn't take an hour and 20 minutes. I'm exaggerating. It took him, like, I don't know, like maybe 30 minutes. But to go there and then to come back to me, that's how long it took. So finally, he has the 20 amp circuit that he needs. He goes back down into the basement, and it takes him like a full 2 hours to go ahead and change the circuit. So, I mean, while he's doing his thing down there, I'm upstairs, like, trying to figure out what I'm going to eat, because I still haven't eaten any breakfast, and I haven't been able to heat up any food. All the power is out. There's no access to, like, microwaves or stoves or nothing. So I just made a peanut butter sandwich, and that's pretty much all I had to eat today. So he finally finishes fixing the circuit after, like, 2 hours, and then I pay him, he leaves, and yada, yada, yada. So now I'm finally ready in my mind to go ahead and record this summoning video. It's very late in the evening too, so I go in and I log into the game. And guess what? The game is in maintenance. So I'm not able to even record the video at this point. So like, I didn't even know if I was going to end up recording my summons for today. But, I mean, if you guys were wondering like what my day was like today, that's what happened. So, yeah, I mean, well, at least we're getting some good luck on the summons here. We did pull 2 pretty fire 5-star units. Okay, we got Smoke on a red, and we got a Stall. Okay. Stall is, I don't know, he's okay for fodder, I guess. He has Swap, but, I mean, you don't really want any of his passive skills or his weapon or anything like that. Okay, so let's see if we can get Julian here, because that would be great. Oh, okay, we got Lena. Alright, Lena's not bad. Lena is the 4-star focus for this banner. I haven't actually even looked at the stats for the units yet, so I don't know what their boons and banes are or anything of that nature. I've been pretty occupied today, to say the least. And I know the data mines for these units came out the other day, so I could have looked at it then, but I was a little bit busy the other day as well, so there is that to consider. Your boy has been a little bit discombobulated lately with the schedule. Alright, Blue Orb summon. Let's see if we got the smoke here. Oh, we did. Alright, possibly female Kris. Hopefully female Kris. Alright, nah, it's just a Robin. Alright, Robin's fine. He's about to get his Resplendent ult. Pretty cool that he's going to be the first Hell hero. Oh, I guess on the topic of that, like, we could talk a little bit about the story mode, because I played the new chapter, and I gotta admit, I'm pretty hyped for Freya at this point, because Freya, I love her beast mode. She turns into, like, this, I don't know how to explain it. It's like some kind of majestic goat-looking thing. Pretty cool stuff, and then she also has a pretty busted weapon. I wonder how they're gonna handle that if they make her a summonable character. But we still haven't even gotten Hell just yet, so the final boss from the previous chapter is, or the previous book has still not been released. And there have been actually some talks lately that, I don't know, like data miners have said that there's a chance Hell is going to be a summonable unit in the future. So that would be pretty interesting. I don't even remember what Hell's weapon does. I believe it has adaptive damage, and then I think it has a miracle effect as well, but I would have to double check. It's been a hot minute since we had to fight Hell, so I don't really remember. Okay, we got a 3-star Mustafa there. That's pretty good. Earlier in this batch, we also pulled a 3-star Norn, but I didn't bring it up because I was talking about my little adventure today. Well, I guess I didn't really go on an adventure. It was the electrician, right? Because he had to go looking for the circuit that he needed, but all the while, me just sitting in my house, just watching the paint dry, just staring at the wall, doing nothing. Because I had no electricity. I had my phone, but, I mean, there's of course a limit to what I can do on my phone. Hey! Okay. Alright, I gotta be honest, these summons are making me feel a little bit better after how today went. Okay, once again, we got plus defense on male Kris, but, I mean, the more copies of SPURN 3 and Joint Drive Attack, the better. That's just some really good fodder right there. And we still have the free summon to do as well, so it's not like we're getting shafted at all here. Okay, but yeah, I mean, the electrician had to go all over the place to get that circuit for me, while I'm just sitting at home doing basically nothing, twiddling my thumbs. All I could really do was use my phone, and it got to the point where my battery was about to die, so I just turned it off. And there's no charger for it, because all the power was out. So I just, instead of letting my phone die, I just put it away. And it was really hot today, too. It was like, I don't know, like 90-something degrees, and there was no AC. I couldn't even turn the ceiling fan on. So I'm just sitting at home sweating, waiting for this guy to come back to fix the power. So yeah, man, I don't know what to say. Today was pretty wild. At least the summons are going pretty well, though. Okay, no smoke on this green one, and we get a 3-star Bowie there. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to speed through these summons, because, well, I guess there's really no reason for me to speed through the summons, but maybe from, like, a viewer perspective, it's a little boring to sit through the animations when we're pretty much just pulling, like, 3-star and 4-star stuff. Now, I remember, like, way back in the day, they had actual animations when you summoned certain characters, like Camilla and Robin and Roy and stuff. Certain characters from day one that were on the original Focus banners had summoning animations. And, of course, for obvious reasons, they had to take the animations out, because it was just, like, unnecessary wasted space for the game files. But if they did something like that again, I feel like they could make it work. They would just have to tweak it a little bit so it's not, like, just a big waste of data. But, like, doing something more interesting with the summons and the animations, I think that would be a pretty hype update that they could do. If you do summons in, like, other gacha games, the summons are always really fun to do, and they have all these different animations and effects when you summon. But Fae really doesn't have that. It's just, you pick an orb color and see what happens. Sometimes you get the smoke, sometimes you don't. Alright, we got a Klein there. Whatevs. Alright, we got 3 more summons to go, and I don't believe there's a green focus unit on this banner, so not really anything we can pick up from green here. But we are going to get a 4-star Merrick. Okay. Alright, we have potential for focus units on these two. And I think I might go for the female Kris as my 40 summon unit this time. We did pull 2 copies of the male Kris, and that's already more than enough. I only really was hoping to get 1. But it looks like we walked out of here with some pretty hot luck. Okay, final summon before we walk out of here. Okay, we're not getting Julian because we didn't get the smoke. And we got a 3-star Leon. Alright, that's fine by me. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our free pull. Oh man, I'm kind of feeling a little bit greedy here again, like how I felt on the Sayri and Mirabilis banner, where low-key I wanted to just pick up another copy of Sayri just so I could have that really awesome fodder with Close Call, but I guess this time around we might as well just go ahead and pick up the female Kris. Yeah, I mean, that joint drive attack fodder and SPURN 3 was really looking me in the eye there, but nah, I'm just going to walk out with the 2 copies and call it a day. And we're going to get both copies of Kris, and we also got the Fallen Corin M. Pretty solid summons. We got some really hot fire today. Not bad by any means. So that's going to wrap us up for here. Let me just quickly take a look at my rates. Alright, 3.5, that's whatever. There's no point in summoning even more to try and reset that pity rate. So let me know in the comment section, guys, how your summons went on this banner, and if you were pretty lucky and if you managed to get what you were looking for. And as always, this is your boy Tacho signing out. So take care, everybody, and I will catch you again on the flip side.